Bonjour classe, aujourd'hui c'est jeudi le 29 novembre et cette vidéo est pour Abby parce que Abby est très malade and I hope that she gets better. So, yesterday our warm-up was, because I didn't get to do a video yesterday. So, yesterday our warm-up was this one where we had to write down what we recognized and what we didn't recognize, and then, so copy this down and copy this down, and then we talked about what it meant, and we decided that it meant let's save the French language. Already we don't say LOL but MDR, and we determined that MDR, mort de rire, means died of laughter, so it means the same thing. And basically the irony is that he's saying we need to save the French language by saying MDR instead of LOL, but we really need to be speaking and not using acronyms. So anyway, that was supposed to be the funny thing about this meme. That was yesterday's warm-up. And then today's warm-up, we answered these questions, and we all got to answer them in French. So, comment ça va? Où vas-tu pour les vacances de Noël? Where are you going for Christmas? Comment est-on ou comment est ta meilleure amie? What's your best friend like? Either a boy or a girl. And so we had to describe our best friend. So we answered all these questions and we wrote them down and then we answered them in French. So those were our warm-ups for yesterday and today. And then after that, we did work in the workbook. So hang on a second. Okay, so we did work in our workbook, and we basically divided up the different activities, and each group worked on an activity, and then we put the correct answers on the board, and then those who didn't do that activity just wrote down the correct answers, and we went over it. So, exercice 50A, complete the following sentences using the correct form of the verb aller. So the verb aller is missing, and so one group did that, and then we took the answers down. So tu blank bien, since tu is your subject, then you should have written the verb va with an S. Comment blank vous, monsieur Grincheux? Vous is your subject, so it should have been aller, and so forth and so on. The second activity, you had to look at what the people were doing to determine where they were going. So Albert nage means that Albert is going to the pool. So you have to say Albert in the correct form of aller, à la piscine. So Albert va à la piscine. Nous achetons des cahiers. Nous achetons. Achetons is the form of the verb acheter, which means to buy. So we are buying notebooks. So we are going to the store. And you have to put that in French. Tu regardes un film d'horreur. So determine where you're going with that one. All right, so we did this activity. Then we wrote sentences based on the pictures of where these people were going and the time. And we wrote it out in word form. So here, ils, because there's more than one person, third person, ils vont au parc à 11h30. So this one, before I looked at the correct answer, I had only told y'all about saying my house, but it doesn't make sense because it's about her, so you would say she's going. And since I didn't teach you how to say her house, really what they wanted you to put was à la maison. So you would say elle va à la maison à 13h25. Okay. But Zach was the one who did this, and so he put elle va chez elle, chez and then elle, because that is how you say her house. Elle va chez elle à 13h25. So you look at either if there's a subject pronoun given, then you use that subject pronoun, and you write your sentence saying where these people are going and at what time. And then we went over that. We skipped this activity. And we went straight to this one. Here is where we reviewed which prepositions to use to talk about going to these places. So you had to look at the noun and determine, is that noun feminine? Is it masculine? Is it plural? So salle d'informatique, if you remember in your vocabulary, it is feminine. You would say la salle d'informatique. So you would write à la for the answer. Here, parc is masculine, so it would be au parc, and so forth and so on. Now, we didn't get to this one, so that's all we did. We worked on our workbook, and these should be in your workbook, these workbook pages. We just did them together. I didn't take a grade on them or anything like that, but it is good practice to do them. And that is all we did today. Au revoir. À bientôt.